今から、この惑星ビザンチウムで、博士の、が多くなって申し訳ない、博士の情報提供者と遭遇しようと思います。もうビザンチウムに止めるようにもできてるので、今から出発しようと思います。そうだね、メンバーはとりあえずそこに家があるっていうエリーと、そうだな、説得しやすいようにフェリックスを連れて行きましょうかね。なんかどうなのって感じのポスターがあるな。やっぱり高級志向な人間の思考はよくわからん。さて、ここがビザンチウムのポート。フライトポート9。どうやら9番ポートらしいな。で、あれが情報提供者か。ああ、カルミンだ。
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone. Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man and the board has eyes everywhere in Byzantium. Yeah, you're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded. Afraid not. He almost never leaves his home, and his guards never leave him. Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence. Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking. Just remember, you didn't hear it from me. I've always been fascinated by birds. If you ever research Earth species, there are thousands of them, so colorful and distinct. The other thing about birds, though, is their environmental indicators. Exactly. I started thinking about everything we see around Halcyon, and all the things we don't see. For starters, you rarely come across anyone living in Byzantium who wasn't born here, even though we get ships in all the time.
Trust me, anyone with a lick of sense gets out of here as soon as possible.
But most people don't. In fact, most people stay exactly where they start. Doesn't that seem strange to you? And then there's the way nothing gets fixed. There used to be a suggestion box around here. People would drop ideas in. Nothing ever came of them, of course.
Sounds like my old job. I had all these bang-up ideas, you know? Like making everybody haul their own damn boxes. Never did catch on, though.
That's what I mean. Everyone needs a suggestion box so they can voice their thoughts. So what if nothing changes?
そういうもんだと思うけれど、そんなことはない。
Sure, that part is. That's why they install shredders in those boxes after all. But one day the shredder broke. No one came to fix it. And since it wasn't working, we didn't have anywhere to file our complaints. so you can imagine how messy things got.
そっか。あの船という壊れたものを修理することができなくなってる状況ってことか。っていうのが推察されるな。それで
At first, management put up an out-of-order sign, but that just seemed to worry people, like they were advertising something wasn't working. They eventually took the whole suggestion box sign down so that people didn't have any expectations about it. But they never fixed it, never replaced it. Doesn't that seem odd to you?
思う。
The whole episode made me wonder, if they can't fix something as simple as a suggestion box, what else aren't they fixing? After a while, I got connected with our mutual friend and started using my position here to feed him information when I could. That's it, really.
なるほど。ご意見箱の中のシュレッダー云々ならまだしも、船のエンジンパーツも直せない、もしくは交換もできない状況だからな。これもう相当末期だぞ。ことの次第によっては相当末期だぞ。ストリートアクセス。なんだここ。
It feels like I've been waiting in line forever.
ずっと列に並んでる気がするんだけどだって。こんなところでバレるかもしれないスルーやってもな。だったらそのストリートアクセスっていうのに乗っちゃえばいいのか。さてビザンチウムの街並みを拝見するでしょう。えちょ上だって嫌な予感がしてきた。
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong with stability. It means everything's running like clockwork.
Don't you ever want a little fun? Maybe see a marauder ship get blown to bits overhead?
What a thing to say. Everyone knows marauders can't fly.
Down there, a new ship. Doesn't look like any of the corporate freighters.
But what would they be doing here? And how did they ever get permission to land?
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Want to be famous?
誰だこいつ。
Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean? Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits.
よく知ってるじゃん。
Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
はマッドサイエンティストのために働いてるのは含まれる。
A mad scientist? Guy sounds like he's moonlighting. Here's some free advice. If you want to make it in this business, you got to work with professionals. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Not so fast. First, we gotta talk about royalties.
Let's just see where this audition goes, huh? So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime? Terrific! We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Auntie Cleo's pipe patch. All of the benefits of smoking a real pipe, none of the messy cleanup.
Prosperity Plaza. More like Consumption Junction. Get it?
I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in the gears. Idiot was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
それ冗談だよな。
CNP pancake mix now requires no mixing. Spacer's choice. It's not the best choice, it's the Spacer's choice.
フォーサイスラグジュアリー軍需なんだって。
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right place. Every Byzantine needs high-quality armaments, and you won't find better anywhere else. Why? To defend their property, of course.
50-bit says he's got a hard on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer. It's up to us to protect it.
You ought to worry about protecting your eyes. What happened? You're running with scissors?
What? Oh, the eye patch is just for show. But the weapons are all real and of the highest quality. Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats. One never knows what threat might arise.
あんたバカだろ?
Only because we make it so. It is only the fear of the well-armed Byzantine that keeps the rabble at bay. And you're here to buy a weapon, are you not?
じゃあ何を扱ってるのか見せてくれ。エクスターミネーター？どうやらノックバックネーターという名が付けられたようだ。おう。ヨッホかハマースミスか T&L か。さすがにスペーサーチョイスはここには出る幕がないってことか。ピンクスリップ HR に合う必要ない。 HR？ HR ってなんだ？防具は売ってないと。ああ、T&L か。なんでグレネードランチャーがむき出しになってるんだ？
The dissidents actually did.
反対派が生成上店が閉まってる。
Spacer's choice dehydrated water tablets. Just add air.
庭師ロボット。
Is Mayfield still drinking?
Idiot's probably face down on the bar by now.
Take it easy. Not like it.
なるほど、こちらがその酔っ払いさんのような。
Hey, stand back, you. I'm part of Minister Clark's personal detail, and that means you gotta keep 5 feet back at all times. Of course not. But I'm not on the job right now. The others took me out to celebrate on account of me just getting hired and all. Oh, he's, medium height with, like, medium-colored hair and, like, a kind of a medium face. Just like in his posters. Everyone tells me he's very private, okay? Besides, I just started. He's basically the most important person in the colony, which makes me the most important guard in the colony. Yeah. That means I got a key to the minister's estate, my own personal UDL-issued shotgun. They don't give those out to just anyone. Yep. I've nearly made it to the top, my friend. I'm just 2 promotions away from on-the-job bathroom breaks. That's a great idea! I'll have a Spectrum vodka. Cheers to me! Hey, you were really great. Have I told you that? We should be friends. Wow, listen to me. I'm soaked. I should probably slow down before I'm face down on the tile somewhere. Who am I kidding? I could have another. You got another? Oh, oh, you definitely... Oh! It's not every day you get your dream job, right? Wow! You got, like, this crazy energy. Has anyone ever told you that? You're like a Manosaur. You got a Manosaur energy. Oh, Laws. I gotta stop. I'm seeing at least 2 of you. I really shouldn't. I'll have the worst hangover tomorrow if I don't stop.
Nonsense. You've got another in you. Doctor's orders.
Guess I can't argue with that. Yeah. Was that one supposed to taste like Purple Berry Crunch? Or am I just tasting breakfast? I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna be sick.
あいつマジで酔っ払ったぞ。
I just need to sit down.
専用ショットガンって言ったけど全然そうでもなさそうだな。あとこの鍵もらっとくよ。ありがとうね。いい夢よ。じゃあね。の前にちょっと休憩。何ちょっとした小休止だ。あそこまでベロンベロンになるまで酔っ払えるんだからな。ほんと酒の力ってのはすごいんだろうな。こう見えて俺、下戸に近くてさ、酒を飲んだ経験がそんなにないから、飲めるのか飲めないのかまだわからないレベルで。けど見てて楽しそうだなとは思うんだ。ほんとだよ。ロックエル議長。
After a deep and thorough examination of our budgets, revenue streams, and predictive models, we are publishing our yearly success report. Profits are soaring.
Hortense yells at me about Baker's one more time.
Thanks to your continued hard work, Halcyon is healthier and more productive than ever. In the coming months, Byzantium will be sure to see the...
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
Once we nail down the details, I can't wait to share what's in store. For now, my friends, keep up the hard work.
Out with it, you wretched contraption!
So, you're really running around with us now, huh?
Sure am. I'm a part of the crew now. Got my own bunk and everything.
You know, Felix, now that you're a real pirate, I should induct you into the Pirates' Code of Silence.
Ooh, the Code of Silence. What's that?
It means you agree not to talk for a very long time.
エリア、フェリックスをなんか手玉に取ろうとしてないか。
I've always loved that sculpture.
It's an orrery.
どうやってそこに行ったんだろうな。あ、まんまこうか。相当なステルス技術が要求されそうな気がして怖えな。
Byzantium estates, built on the backs of the working class. Hey, that was good. Gotta write that down.
こんな露骨に警備がいるところになんか行っちゃいけねえよ。
I can take a hint.
脅かすんじゃねえよ。なかなかな、お酒類はな。これがさっきのやつを酔いつぶさせる。おい、普通になんかいいんじゃねえかよ。もう評判聞いて突っ込んでぶち殺すか、あいつを。会計士になりたかったら嘘だろ。
Take your best shot, asshole.
このバカ野郎。違う違う違う。
The last of him.
ルートもわからねえんだけどこうなることぐらい分かんないよ。まったく中途半端に腹くくってもな。あ、ただ殺しただけでも評価って落ちるのね。分かった。上に登る階段はどこだよ、畜生。もうこうなったらとことんやってやる。次は貴様だ、これ。まあもともとやり合う前提なんだろうけど。だとしてもこのステルスしようのない状況は本当頭にくる。もうステルスさせる気がないならこっちだってステルスする気はねえよ。ああ、これは悪口に近いな。失礼。
Score one for
うるさいんだよ。こっちの気持ち知らないですよ。
Huh?
教えてくれなかった。あ。
Everyone all right?
2つも。じゃあ弾もらおうか。どっかに ID があるのかもしれないんだろうけどさ、もしかすれば手に入れるヒントでもあったならよかったんだろうけど、そんなもんなかったり。もうこれ対面するしかない。
I don't know if I trust this so-called minister fella, if that is his real name.
So, this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more. Slowly and loudly, Aloysius, that's the only way these morons understand anything. I said, you may tell Charles to go fuck himself. Then you're not part of Rockwell's PR team. That means you're a dissident? A real live dissident?
Finally! High time we got the recognition we deserve.
And so affable. Why, you're nothing like the crazed hooligans the board loves to caricature. But what are you doing here? And how did you get in? Drugs, of course. What else? Why did I get my hopes up? Back to idiot speak. I don't have any drugs. You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
Will that be all, then? Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way. Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name. But this proves it.
Yeah, sure. It's always someone else who ordered the hookers and energizing ointment.
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it. After seeing this place, is it really a stretch? I've been confined to this house for years, and even I can tell you, things aren't right in Halcyon. Whatever Rockwell's doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
If by look for details he means knock things about and take what we like, count me in.
That's certainly one way of doing things. Far be it from me to dictate your methods.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter. Via the Acropolis district, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are. But only board employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons. They're rather dirty. There are also rumors of sprat infestations, faulty automechanicals, and other unsavory hazards, if that sort of thing bothers you. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's office and what used to be my office are. Oh, I haven't been allowed up there in years. I shudder to think what Rockwell's done with the place. A gilded minibar, perhaps? A personal theater. The man has too much money and too little sense. The board's lackeys are none too bright. I simply claimed I'd lost it and hid it somewhere no one would think to look. I merely hid it in a book. No one reads anything longer than a few pages around here. There are a few advantages to dealing with imbeciles. Wait! Brockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Brockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here. What isn't on it is the real question. I've gathered meeting minutes, internal messages, sustainability reports, and more, all exposing the corruption and mismanagement plaguing Halcyon. Once the rest of the Earth Directorate sees it, they'll have to send help.
You're telling us you gathered up a whole mess of evidence on the board's corruption. How big is this cartridge again?
Large enough, I assure you. That's why you must transmit the data to the Earth Directorate and hope for their speedy intervention. Depending on the nature of their response, months at least, perhaps years. Organizing and sending personnel all the way out here is no mean feat. And now, I entrust it to you. Good luck, and trust no one in the Acropolis district.
なるほどね。結局クラークも利用されてたってことか。で、クラーク名義で例の薬品はロックウェル議長とやらが買ってると。そういうことか。話がややこしくなってきた。あー、出た時にはまた戦闘状態になるのかな、これ。いや、絶対なるよ。あんまりことは荒げたくはないが、しょうがないよな。まったく不正だけはちゃんとやるくせに管理はちゃんとできねえんだからな。管理職のクソったれがって言いたくなりそうなやつだろうな。 少々お待ちください。やっぱりあそこに人がいるな。ちょっと待った。
Looks like we're
I got another fighting me.
最悪。やっぱこうなった。もう本当に評議会なんか大嫌いな状態で。
You must be joking. Our fair city is being overrun by a pox of vagrants and undesirables. Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of him?
For the last time, access to Byzantium is impossible without a proper nav key. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to be somewhere else. Anywhere else.
How splendid. Another rung leech wandering through the streets of Byzantium. Why, just this morning I thought to myself, as lovely as the gardens are, what they really need is more greasy vagrants frolicking through them. And here you are, frolicking. Forgive me if my manners don't live up to the standards of an interloper who accosts total strangers in their own neighborhood. Honestly, what is the board thinking letting so many of your ilk into the city proper? It's madness. I earned my place here, just like everyone else. My grandfather was the CIO at Tile, you see. Chief Idea Officer. He came up with all the best ideas for their products. You know the font they use for Stogie Slims? That was him. Well, he described the idea of it to their font development team, then picked it from a list of choices, but that's basically the same thing. It was a very long list. Let's see. He picked the... And you know how the... He was a true visionary. I just told you. My grandfather made millions of bits as CIO, and... Of course it is. Wealth is the most visible, objective measure of success. And success isn't given to... If you have wealth, you're successful. And if you're successful, you must have earned it. Honestly, it's a simple concept. You're welcome. Now, do we have any further... What's wrong? It erodes the very pillars of our society. This city is meant for us, the system. But now we are overrun with the unworthy and the ungrateful, and this early retirement nonsense is making it even worse. The worst thing to happen to Halcyon, a contest that gives even the lowliest to most inefficient work. By simply winning a lottery, those early retirees get an exclusive district of Byzantium to themselves. No one else is even allowed to go there. Tell me, how is... Oh, by the law. I mean the principle. It's not right.
She ain't wrong, boss. We do...
Yes. What is that person's job exactly? Are they your secretary? Personal masseuse? Well, it doesn't matter. What's important is that you think this is a fabulous arrangement. Did you miss the part where I said I'd pay you? That's all the reason someone like you should require. Better than money? The thrill of discovery. Like... Fantastic. I hear the chosen retirees all enter the retirement district via the port landing pad, but it's completely locked down. You'd never... Unless, of course, you had a wealthy, beautiful benefactor of impeccable social pedigree. Which you do. How? These codes will get you past the lockdown. Oh, and don't worry about subtlety. I don't care how you deal with security, just correct this injustice at all. The same way anyone gets any. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend...
やっぱりどっかでさ、そういう ID を手に入れる必要があるよね。ああ、そっか、それで下水を通るのか。
Hey, Ellie, you wanna know what I think? I think they ought to make a serial about our crew. Only, we have all these secret messages in every episode, see?
What happened to the code of silence, Felix?
Hey, why do you always do that thing with your eyes whenever I talk to you? You on the alert, maybe? Looking out for hidden enemies?
Let's just say you remind me of...
違った。なんだっけ。ああ、修理だ。
Someone.
I bet they were real pretty.
Loses its appeal after the 5th viewing. Now, Titus are enjoying this.
My dear fellow,
Slap
you've
your
no
whole family
idea
tonight.
how our production is. Why, the loafers working on factory lines are practically robbing us.
Oh, Nothing. Nothing. Laws, I knew it! I work in the lab at the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Some of my sprats went missing, but it's... Maybe I let them out more often than regulations allow, but they need to stretch their little leg. And so what if I occasionally forgot to latch their cage? Everyone gets a little... They escaped, and before I could coax them back, they'd made their way to the maintenance tunnels. Even if I did dare go down there, they're among all the common sewer sprats and exterminator mechanicals. Really? In that case, take this collection crate. 6 of my little ones are down there, but don't worry, you can easily tell them apart from common sewer sprats. They have intelligent eyes, an agreeable yet reserved demeanor, and a fondness for hiding. Also, they're white rather than green. Please, do take care, and do mime the exterminator mechanicals. If the worst should happen to my little darlings, well, I still want their bodies. For science, of course. To deal with the sewer sprats, of course. They're quite the nuisance. Well, to maintain things, of course. Like big, humming machines. And pipes. Water pipes. Air pipes. All sorts of pipes. That's why they connect the city from the Acropolis district to here. Everyone knows sewer sprats carry diseases. And the exterminator mechanicals have been known to fire on larger targets. Why they'd do that when they're only supposed to attack sprats, I've no idea. But there are rumors. Some people say there are strange things in those tunnels. Assassins. A room full of murderous automechanicals. Monsters hungry for human flesh. A hidden bureaucratic purgatory where things and people are lost forever. Not that I place any stock in silly rumors, of course. Therefore, my... Oh, very well. It's true. I do... See, I'm an enormous fan of all my colonists. The early seasons, before the plotlines got tacky. You must have seen the classic. Positively marvelous. Well, I name all my sprats after my favorite characters. That way, their stories can live on in rodent form. So you see, it's imperative that I get them all. Not just names. There's lore. Something else? I still am. After all, I'm a person of very little influence and only middling prospect. But I must say, I'm...
そっか、ここからメンテナンストンネルに行けるの。こっから行ってって感じか。ちょっとサブ目標やってこいよ。
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
I'll tell you what. We'll change
I think we can both agree that Maverick Johnson...
You ever watch Agent Khan? He's got this ship, right? The Invincible? And we got a ship, right? So I got to thinking, who'd win in a race? The Invincible or the Unreliable?
Felix, you watch too many movies.
Hey, you sound just like Nyoka.
なるほど。
This reminds me of... Oh, never mind.
今度は下かよ。誰かを殺さなくて済むならそれでいいのかもしれない。端末だ。まさかこれにも評議会が絡んでるんじゃないよな。いや、もう何にでも絡んできそうだな。我々の種族が自己を認識した時から我々が触れた世界において優勢をし続けてきた植民地主義がうまくいっていたのが一時の間だが我々の最も古い手段はハルシオンではうまくいかなかっただろう。今では我々が我々よりも人気の力にひれ伏さざるを得ない状況となって存在となった。我々のホークスを尋問すべき存在なのだ。 ご飯を飲む考えがあまりにも内部的になってしまう。おそらく僕はね、バランスが取れるから。物を盗みながら何かを考えるのもあれなんだろうが。で、研究所の扉が開いたって言ったけど、それどこだ？この辺に秘密の通路でもないな。ああ、これも盗んどこう。あ、これか？なるほど。
That's top of the line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
ほとんどの病院？じゃあもしかどっかに同等の装置があるとしていいのか？
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
あんたの異星人心理トリックには騙されないぞ。質問するのはこっちだ。
You're in my house, and I'm not fucking around. Start talking. My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please, I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding. If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving. The food we grow here barely sustains human life. The colony won't last under these conditions. So, the board let me approach the problem from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
異星人の話から逃れようっていう嘘にしたらよくできてるよね。
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong enough. I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
Board cover-ups? Vessels disappearing into the aether? Sounds like the work of aliens to me.
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace. I'd prefer if you didn't use my name when you talk about this. My contract has a list of very terrible consequences for breaking secrecy. Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
I don't understand a word she said, but I don't like her tone one bit.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying. You could always shoot me. I assume that's why you're here. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony. The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander? For the last time, no. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine. Give me one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
説得100、コロニーの運命が俺の手の中にあるから、これは説得力100もないと言えないっていうのはちょっとどうなの？
That'll do, sucker. Now move along. The doc has a lot of work ahead of her. Tidying up and such.
戦うとしたらこのロボットとドローンと、ああ、その他諸々もいるわけか。報告はメインが終わってからでいい。殺すことで得られる利益って言ったら何だったんだろうな。本当に異星人だったと思ってたっていうとしたら、妄想癖があるようには見えなかったし。あ、そっか。異星人に組み替えようとしたわけじゃなく、あれだよ、ハルシオンに適応するために組み替えてるところを勘違いしたっていう認識があるのかな。多分その方が腑に落ちるよな。でもどっちにせよ殺してはいないことになってるから、まあ大目玉食らうんだろうね。とりあえずフィニアスおじいちゃんにあの人を押し付けるとして、次いや結構近いな。
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
Ah, so it's not me this time. Whew.
なんつう話をするんじゃエリーが。なんで窓のふりをしたものを用意する必要があるんだろうな。まあそれはいいや。で、ここを開けて入ればいいのか。 入ります。
Marilyn, is that you?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble. I don't know what to say. He's usually not like this. Come on, you're supposed to help me make an impression. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right? Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way. But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors. It's the floors. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
なんだと。
You what? Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
悪い意味で話題の的にはなるよな。生還。
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
Nothing.
The neighbors would talk, and not in a good way.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Not until I get some answers. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
マジで大騒ぎしてやろう。
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
エリー、お前がどうかは分からないが騒ぎを起こす覚悟ができてる
Let's
ぞ。
just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
最低だな。最低だな。外で暴れ回っていろいろ銃奔放にやっている娘が世間的に気に入らないから死んだことにして保険金もらいました。最低だなおい。信じらんない。
Let's talk outside.
分かった、外で話すか。黙って食い下がるところなんか計画があるんだろうな。それを聞こうか。いやー、随分となあっさりとひでえことしてくれるもんだな。まだ感動された方がまだマシだろうに、勝手に殺して勝手に保険金取るとか、今までで聞いた中で一番悪質だよ。報復するにせよ、忘れてパートやるにせよ、何かしらの方法で踏ん切りつけないことには無理だよな。よし。
Can you? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
どうなると思った？
I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his glasses and blink open-mouthed.
それで次は
I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either the leather's fake but the scars are real, or oops, did I just track awesome onto your rug?
つけを返してもらう。もちろんレシもつけてねわと。
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my story. Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then, Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red, and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob. I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain. I'm used to rough situations. Like when someone loads your pistol with blanks and strands you in a Marauder moon base, or traps you in an airlock with an angry mantis worm.
What
can I say? I don't collect things, I collect experiences. Just can't think of a good use for this one.
お前は味方にしてくれる人と付き合うべきだ。良くないことも起きるのに何も意味はない。この件は教訓だ。何を学ぶか思い知る。
Can I just have a drink and punch some poor defenseless pillow instead? Anyway, I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money? I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
それでどうすればいい？
My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
ちょっと聞きたいんだな。
Something on your mind?
フェリックスの友達について思うところがあるのか？
Something about this Harlow guy isn't on the up and up.
You want to expand on that?
Come on, Felix. He's obviously up to something. Glad it's not just me. The way Harlow is leaning on his revolutionary bona fides, not to mention his knowing Felix back in the day, something about it feels off.
Clyde's a decent fellow. I mean, it's not like I'd take up with some double-dealing crook, right?
このことはフェリックスにとっては大事なことだからやってるんだ。
I'm not suggesting otherwise, especially if Harlow's paying. I'm just saying we ought to keep our eyes open. Something on your mind?
さて、勝手に殺して受け取った保険金で。
When was it that you realized the board was crushing the life out of this colony?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the board? The machine of oppression?
Don't you?
Ain't that why you became a pirate? Because you wanted to be free and all?
その財源を断とう。
I'm just after a paycheck, kid.
You, sir, are...
Spacer's choice strategy from a few weeks ago.
Sa. このメールボックスに唯一の手紙は惑星モナークのフォールブルックにあるグレーターハルシオン保険会社のグループ支店宛てになっている。支店宛てになっている。なんてこった。支店行きになったのか。じゃあ何にしよっかな。あや、まずサイエンスを100にすることに考えよう。話はそれからだ。正面玄関から行くのなんて真っ平ごめん。さっきのエレベーターで下に降りて。どこだっけ？いや、こっちじゃない。こっちか？あったあった、ここだ、ここだ。こっから下へ行くと。メンテナンストンネル。ご視聴してくださっている方々はまだ付き合っていただけるといいんですが、そんなこと気にしなくてもいいかな。 うしよう。これつけるか。やっぱり9900なんちゃらはやっぱりな、取りすぎな気がするんだよな。あまり過度な改造もしない方がいいってことかな、これは。多分そうなんだろうな。待って、化学兵器だけなんでその300とか600とか安いの？もともとダメージが少ないからっていうのがあるのかな、これは。ああ、もうそうやって拾っちゃっていいのね。そうだな、ここに来たんだ。ついでにそれも拾ってというか、拾いが適切な言葉があったような気がするけど、言葉が思いつかねえや。救う、助ける。
Okay.
多分これもそうだよな。おい、頼むから走らないでくれよ。
Reminder, please pay your gravesite fees.
めんどくせえことになりそうだ。頼むから逃げるなって。どこ行った？どこ行った？マジか、小動物救出か。あ、
Processing.
Keeping you! That's the last of him.
ありがとう。バーで閉じられてここは開かない。今拾ったの1匹だけだよな。
Alright, here we go! That was a nice warm-up.
That's
what you get!
こ 大丈夫だよな。まだ白いの死んでねえよな。どこに逃げたか分かんない。よ障害は入る。なんだかっこつけたセリフを言ってるのは相手がロボットだからな。そういう問題じゃない。どこ行きやがった。やっぱり小動物を捕まえるのはな、大きい生き物にはちょっと難しいから。この辺の通路で隠れてますってなってたらもらえるんだけど、マジかよ。よし、これで2匹目。6匹だよな、確かに。詳細までは聞いていないが。嘘だ。おい、マジで爆発じゃないのかよ。この洗脳の対象になぜかロボットが入ってることがすげえ不思議に思っちゃいけないんだろうな。頼むから出てきておくれよ。どこだい。配達？どうやらはかりがあるようだが、高速になるか。マジで鳴き声的なものを頼りに探すしかねえみてえだな。おかしくなりそうだ。で、朝食にカップ麺と担々麺を食うもんではないのかもしれないな、こりゃ。あだだだ。しなさいって言ったら。これでも反対側に逃げる。あ、取れた。四角ボタン連打しないと無理か、これは。何のためにこんなにいっぱいここに詰めて鍵なんかかけたんだか。まあ人によるか。捕獲対象じゃない。色が緑だ。マジかよ。こいつ捕獲対象か。色はわからねえな。捕獲対象じゃないの？じゃなかった。どこにいるかしましたっけ。なんか一周回ったような感じがするな。お前冗談だろ。
Can we do that again?
随分とでかく育ったのがいたもんだな。わざわざアーマーを剥がして肉だけ食って骨を吐き出したのか。器用だな。やったのこいつだろ。あのでかい口でやったんだろ。器用だな。まあおかげさまで俺もアーマー取れたからいいか。このストラットは違うと。3匹近くやったよ。適当なの捕まえてちょろまがそうぜなんていうことができる状況でもないだろうし。こっちはさっきも見たよ。まさかこの遺体がそうですと言わないし。あ、どうも。なんだこれ。なんだ今のカートリッジは。こんなところに ID カードがあったお。マジか。マジか。探し物ってするもんだな。ほんと。これ漁ってなかったか。これがさっきのでかいやつのいた場所。そろそろ本格的に道に迷ったか。あ、そっか、こうすりゃいいのか。違う。一握り、家族の問題。退職を取り消す理由。違う。あ、これか。あった。タスクは表示されないのか。チャイルズは地下には空中ロボットが破壊される警告してきた。スプラッターは生きたまま返してほしいが死体になっていたので比較的興味の対象となるようだ。気が遠くなりそう。で、今5匹捕獲してることになってるから、あと1匹だけどっかにいるってことか。やっぱさっき逃げた死体か。さっき逃げて死体になったか。そうでないことに祈ろう。マジでどこ。あの独特のなんか愛くるしい鳴き声が出てくれればすぐわかるのだが、マジでどこ。あれ、あ、いいのか。こっちも鳴き声はしない。これってろ過装置か何かか。ああ、そうか。下水パイプやら何やらと振ってるのか。あれ、じゃあこっちか。迷子を探したら迷子になるぞっていう話がありそうだが、 もしくはミイラ取りがミイラになるぞか。向こう側からバーで閉じられてるんだよな。このハエからは何も出てないと。紛らわしいな。頭きた。ぶっ飛ばしてやる。
Boss.
これはさっき見たプライベートスペースやな。ファルシーム HP っすね。で、ここにいたよな。あと1匹なんだよ。あと1匹マジでどこなんだよ。こいつじゃない。悪いな、探し物をしてるときにそれ以外は邪魔なんだよ。その61メートル先に何があるって。こっちか。マジっすか。これは先に報告に行った方がいいのか。エリーの件に関してはちょっと惑星またぐから避けたが、そうだよな、こいつの場合エレベーターシャフトの上の方で待ってるんだからそいつに渡せばいいんだもんな。これはやるか。
Any luck finding my sprats? Truly? Why, this is marvelous! And all safe and sound. Oh, Reginald, Philippa, Vonda, Haroon, Iskander, Evelyn, I'm never letting you out of my sight again. Please, take this. It's not much, but it's the best I can offer for the safe return of my darlings. Now, I've got to get back to the lab before my supervisor logs my absence.
よかったな、ジャイルズ。ペットが戻ってきて。ペット兼実験動物か。死んでたとしても実験材料として回収してくれって言ってるぐらいだからな。本当にペットとして愛してるかどうかちょっと甚だ疑問だよな。まあでもスプラットが愛くるしいかどうかということに関しては、間違いなく俺は愛くるしいと思ってます。あれだよな、米印個人の意見ですっていうやつは入れられないから割愛な。まあでも個人で動画流してそれでその中で言ってるんだから個人の意見になるか。総合してさて今度こそ 本命の例のやつ行ってみます。そうやってピッキングしなきゃいけないような感じになってて気になっちゃう。
How'd you do that so fast?
もともとプラズマな武器なのにさらにプラズマを取り付けたらどうなるんだろうっていう興味はまだ持たないでおこう。でも似たような感じでもともとショックダメージなのにそれをプラズマに変えたらどうなるんだろうとかはありそうだな。さて改造画面を見るのもほどほどに。こっから上に上がればビザン例の場所に行けるのかな。行ってみよう。
I never could have handled the desk job.
行くべきなのがそこの HCC ビルか。早速中へ入らせてもらおうとしよう。
You ever get the urge to just hawk one on the floor?
単に爪痕をつけたい。爪痕だけで済みはいいけど。
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals.
クレオって聞くと人体改造を思い出すのは俺だけかな。
State your business. Please step away. This entry is for high priority HHC business only. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form. Now, let's see. When did I run out of... Well, how nice for you. Do you have any idea how long it takes to request new forms? Or how many citations I'll get for impeding HHC business in the meantime? Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs, and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
Don't worry, boss, I got a plan. First, we get ourselves some tossball sticks, right? Then we sidle up to him all polite like.
You do that. The rest of us will watch.
いきなりトスボール始めようとしてるよ。俺に関してはトスボールのルールもやるのに必要なチームの人数も分かってねえんだぞ。しかもやってみるよ。俺ら見てるからとか。絵に描いたようなコントするなよ。もう笑っちゃうな。楽しませやがってこの野郎ども。どっからあれか行くの？ああ、なるほど。こいつらに冗談だよな。
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery. Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby. Ah. Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged to inform you that Chairman Rockwell is unavailable for an indeterminate duration. Will there be anything else?
じゃあ行くよ。行くよって言ったはいいけど、じゃあどこにどう行くのよ。封鎖中でしょ。こうしたら怒る？あ、施錠されてるだけなんだね。大臣。ああ、そっか、大臣の部屋か。
Excuse me, just a moment. I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors.
自分のデスクに戻った方がいいよ。あんたの文房具に目をつけてる人がいたから。
What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
大臣の家こんなことになっちゃって大丈夫？いや、大丈夫はないか。そっか、大臣の部屋からクラーク大臣の所有物を処分する。本革ソファーをパージバルに渡す。他の壁をすべて剥がす。壁に耐荷重性があるかどうか確認する。2の前に行うこと。ロックエル議長使用のスチームバスを取り付ける。スチームバスの隣にウェットバーを取り付ける。議長が戻る前に全て終わらせる最優先事項かも。まあやるんだったらな、議長が来る前にやった方がいいよな。けど工事の途中でよかったぜ。
Just goes to show you never really see your hometown till you travel with a visitor. アクションクエストじゃなくて統一級クエストはどうなってる？ラジオの端末。ようこそロックエル議長。重要メッセージを表示。ハルシエンはガスの危機に瀕している。評議会の科学者が解決に向けて取り組んでいる。労働者は障害雇用プログラムに貢献する機会を望むことができる。
制度指揮書のキーカードを印字すると現行のバージョンを確認いただけます。また一応お伝えしておきますが、ジメチルポス紙が無事制度指揮書に届いております。ラフドラフトの段階で議長の認証待ちになっておりますので、閲覧いただけたかご確認させてください。私の方で不憫なく編集されたか確認しますので、どうぞご心配なく。ソフィア。
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell,
急
and
に
I'm
どう
here
し
to
た
address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed.
なんてこった。
But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
I knew the board was crooked, but this is just evil.
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
もうだんだん評議会から嫌われる一方だな。でももう後戻りはできないんだから別にいいでしょう。なるほどね。なんか盗めるもんねえかな。そういうんじゃないんだよな。あ、そうそう、こういうのとか特にないな。まさか議長も同じことをやろうとしてるってことだよな。なんか雪が積もってるみたいに見えるのは気のせいだよな。なんでこんな白い屋根なんかにしたんだ。この建物から出ればいいのか。出ればいいのか。どうもありがとうね。ありがとうね。それじゃ俺は出てくよ。何もしないからね。 じゃあねなるほど、今度はこっちに行くのか。リロードできるわけねえか。さて、物は用意できるといいんだがな。本当にここにこんな風な状態で今行って大丈夫か。違う。目標のものは今度どこにあるんだ。下か。下か。
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
What level clearance? You're just making up words.
Basically, if you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
I
don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list.
威圧70。威圧70。待って。威圧？はあ。ちょっと失礼。ああ。なんかこっちから通れるのか。ただ。
Soldier.
まさか例のやっぱやっぱり機械の人間も同じようなことをしようとしているという考え。
No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm gonna need to see some identification. What? That's what I asked you. Okay. Thanks for the tip. Now, you really have to go before I call in the other guards.
Real slick.
正規にやり方じゃないんだろうけどな。あれ、ああ、そういうことだ。ちゃんと入り口を探す。あ、こっちか。都市と星、制御ターミナル、そっちか。マジか。俺にこいつらを殺せってか。でもあのじいさんできるだけ多く釣ってたよ。さて。考えたくない。でも簡単な話、多分ホープの仲間だぞあれ。同じことやるにしても被験体として必要なのは多分ホープの冷凍凍眠された人員ぐらいだもんな。他に実験体として適切な答えあるか。ないよな。まだ生き残りいるよなこれ。後味悪いなもう。わざわざこっちを通って気を引くようなことはしてもな。一応地下を迂回しましょう。なんてこったいまったく。 常に後味の悪いものになったかな。あのスーツ、冷凍島民用のスーツだっていうのは知ってるけど、今のところこの辺で着てるのってホープの人ぐらいだもんな。ああ、話せば話すほど後からずっと後ろ足引かれるように、後ろ髪引かれるようにか、引きずってことになるんだろうな。でもあれが全員じゃないということは祈ろう。さてどんどん続けていこう。
I'm afraid I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver, and you know how...
My dear fellow, you've no idea.
I only wish
they were...
If I spit,
facial
think I
mask
can get that
increase.
mechanical down there?
Leaves you feeling fresh and tingling.
.さてグランドブレーカーでの報告やらもあるし、結局宇宙人問題よな。どうということはなかったわけだが、つまりハルシウムの入植者に対して現地の作物動植物で栄養を摂取できるようキメラ化する案と、栄養が摂取できる、そしてそれで栄養が摂取できるようになるまでの間冷凍冬眠させ、なおかつ長期間冬眠しても
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated
これ
discussion
み
in
た
the
いに回
kitchen.
答できるというか、こいつみたいに回答できる。
I believe your choice. You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
Sophia?
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us. He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal. Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct that mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
行こう。
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
議会でもフィニアスが俺に対してやったことと同じことができるようにしたくて実験をしてるけど、結果今あの薬品がないと生きられない状態だってことはさっき俺が殺して確認したよな。そう考えるとな、なんとも言えねえんだよな。
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab. Take someone to watch your back.
そうだね。エリーとフェリックスの2人で行くかな、また。
Back, please.
Hey, you got a minute?
Hmm. でも俺に直接連絡して売り渡せって言ってるようじゃ相当切羽詰まってるよ。
Myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
Hold on. Let
me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved. Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board. Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish? the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress.
We're
out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers. Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope. Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
Hope は多分損傷している。アンリライアブルからパワーを送らないといけない。
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful?
I don't understand a word you said, Doc. All I know is, if we're gonna hijack a colony ship, count me in.
Yes, excellent. I approve of your enthusiasm, young man. You should ask your captain for a raise. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. Certainly. How can I help?
って言って聞くことはあるのか。抵抗を受けると。
It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny.
ワープドライブの使い方が間違ってくるとお前は知ってるよな。
Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving, I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it. You absolutely should. Sarcasm, the last refuge of the witless. The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time.
破損したシグナル。
The board's going to catch up to me sooner or later. This way I'll have time to set up some particularly nasty defenses. Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses. Certainly. How can I help?
じゃあホープについてる。いや、それを聞いたのか。じゃあさてこれでサイエンスが100になるぞ。で次は何にしよう。何に振るか。それは後でいいか。忘れられない秘密。ベレスの通信端末を見つけ、ソフィア関連に追跡シグナルを送信する。破損した追跡シグナルを送信すれば少し時間を稼げるだろうとフィニアスが言っていた。
That should do it. You've bought me more than enough time. I won't wish you luck on the Hope. Can't rely on luck. Rigorous calculations and sound logic. That's the ticket. What's on your mind?
この人すごいよな。
Hey, boss. I've been thinking. You know, they're gonna make a serial about our adventures one day. I've been trying to think of a good title for this episode. I like the sound of The Skip Job. No, wait, I got it. Hope in Dark Times. Get it? Hope? Like the ship. That's what folks in the business call wordplay. Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Got a list right here. Thrilling tales of the unreliable. Or maybe spine-chilling stories from the edge of the system. Was also considering astounding adventures in the ether. I'm partial to that last one.
俺と愉快な仲間たちの方が良くないか。
Not bad. Got a nice ring to it. Stealing the hope from the board, skipping it across the whole damn system. This is gonna be great. I can't wait.
お前の態度気に入った。
Enough to boost my pay? I'm just kidding, boss. I know you don't pay me. I'm sure you've got plans to make. As for me, I gotta keep practicing my signature dropkick. The Hope might have cameras.
ホープのカメラの前でドロップキックを披露するってかお前ほんと最高だな。本当にこいつ最高だな。俺の笑いのツボをとことん抑えてきやがるで、今からホープに行こうと思いますが、これはまた次回にということでちょっと無理がたたってきたのでね、またちょっと睡眠を軽く取らせていただいて、また午後ぐらいになったら次ホープ号をやっていこうと思いますローディング長えな終わったでは本日はここまで。また次回もよろしくお願いいたします。またご視聴してくれたらありがとうございます。